Hello guys and welcome to my new video, and this is a pre-election video to Tennessee's special election in the 7th Congressional District, okay? A very important election because this was a 21 points district for the Republicans, and now you would expect that this will just be not a competitive district and the Republicans they're going to win by a very big margin. The problem is the Democrats have been doing substantial gains. You saw in Florida earlier this year, and I'm not going to compare to Virginia and New Jersey, which the Democrats did a very great job, because those were not special elections. Those were not off elections, if you will. This is a special election. We should see smaller turnout. That's what I mean, that the Democrats could do a potentially better job, because they're very great right now, at least right now, because we're not great in 2024. Right now they're great at turning out voters. That's why I just say this. Okay, so Mark Green resigned. That's why we're going to have a special election, okay? Nothing bad happened to him. He just resigned, okay? But he won by 21.5 points the district in 2024. You can see the district here is very Republican, very rural in most of the parts, and then you have the suburbs of Nashville and a little bit of Nashville. This was a very Democratic district, but then the Democrats the Republicans redistricted this, gerrymandered this, and they split Nashville into 3 different districts. That's why now we have Nashville only here a little bit, even though it's quite Democratic as you would expect from a city, okay? As you can see here, the only part of the district which is Democratic is Davidson County, which is Nashville, of course. It's the biggest, it's almost one of the biggest, the second biggest part of the district as well, but the rest is very overwhelmingly Republican. What I mean for this election is really, can the Republicans do better? Because we got a primary here in, I don't know, to be honest, when it was, to be honest. But we got a primary, got 37,000 votes in the Republican primary and 31,000 votes in the Democratic primary. So you can see that we got a very evenly split turnout in the primary. And we are not considering independents that probably going to vote Democratic because they're not happy with the Trump administration right now. So this means right now that this could be a competitive seat, even though it's 21 points and a half Republican. But this is a different environment. The Democrats are trying to send a message to the White House. So this could mean a lot. As you can see here, of course, this was a very divided primary in the Democratic side. Look at this. It was beautiful. It was very, very evenly decided. But surprisingly, the one that won was only one county, which is not the biggest county. It's the 3rd biggest, Williamson County. But this is the point. Look, FT Ben is going to be the Democratic nominee, of course, and Matt Van Epps is going to be the Republican nominee, okay? But he got a very big win, 50 plus, and the Democrats not. So the Democrats need to unite around their candidate, otherwise they'll be not in such a great shape for December. So the election will be December 2nd, okay? It's gonna be tomorrow, I think. If I'm not, I'm gonna record this video to be released, I think in December 1st, and the election is in December 2nd, okay? So this is really what I mean about this. Or the election is in 2 days. I'm sorry. I'm gonna release this a week before or so. But the Democrats, if they have any chance of winning, they need to win Davidson County by 70 plus. Otherwise, gone. They need to win this county here, Montgomery County, and they need to be they need to win Montgomery County because they only lost by 19. So if you're gonna flip the 21.5, they need to flip the Montgomery County. I would say being above 75 or even close to 80 in Davidson County, that'll probably be the margins. And in these very Republican counties, be below 8. The Republicans need to be below 80, of course. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very bad election for the Democrats. Okay, and here in Robertson, probably below 70 or 65, and here below 60 or at least 55 in Williamson. So it'll be 10 points in Williamson County. It's not gonna be easy. Okay. But as you can see here, the 2 candidates, as I said, I don't know if we have polls. Let me just now, in terms of fundraising, which will be interesting to watch, people are saying likely are. That's why I'm just saying this is not a competitive, it's not supposed to be competitive. But we got some polling, as you can see here. This was 8 points, and here was 10 points. So actually, this could be competitive because the polls failed for the Democrats this year. They failed because the Democrats got more votes, which is interesting because usually it was the opposite. Right now, it seems that this could be a different story. We have a lot of counties, as you can see here, but we don't have fundraising, or we do have fundraising. I don't think we do have. to be honest, which is a very sad. But we can see here, the Democrats are injecting Epstein files into special election that's scaring GOP because the Republicans have a very small majority. If they lose this seat, they'll be in a very bad shape. I just want to say this. But the Republicans are now, the Democrats are in a very hopeful scenario to win this congressional district, which will be very, very difficult. But as you can see here, 300,000 plus ads, and the Epstein files are now, they're trying to focus on the Epstein files because Trump administration promised to release them, and right now they're not releasing them. Probably some people are saying that Trump is in there, that's why they're just trying to associate Epstein with Trump. That's what the Democrats have been doing over the past few weeks and the past few months as well. But right now, 600,000 here, and the ads will start November 18th. And because I'm recording this video a lot earlier than you're going to see that, because it doesn't matter, it's just a pre-election video. But here you can also see Trump super PAC jumps into deep red Tennessee special election. This could mean that not only the Democrats are hopeful in turning the seat back into, not back because the seat is Republican, but flipping the seat into Democratic hands, but also the Republicans are a little bit worried about this. Since here, December 2nd, and this is the first, they were really spending the money here because Trump endorsed Van Epps, that's why he won the primary, okay? Doesn't really matter what Trump says, the Republican Party will just do, and the people, the MAGA voters and the Trump voters will just vote for him, as you can see, by overwhelmingly margins. But this is also a several hardline conservative men pardoned for his role in January 6th, the 2021 riots, okay? It's going to be just an interesting election to watch, and don't forget, you're going to have full coverage, as always, what I expect you to see there. And this was the video, guys. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your like, and don't forget the link for the live stream that we're going to cover all of this is in the description down below, so you can just follow it, and we'll be back when the first polls are closed in this beautiful state of Tennessee. So thank you.